6.
Hi, I'm Nick. Today I'm going to talk to you guys about the equipment and such worn by a typical Roman soldier. In the entire existence of the Roman Empire, a number of different soldiers existed, but the one I'm going to talk about today is the most common one. He's a foot soldier known as the legionary. The culture of Rome was very militaristic, and the clothing that their soldiers wore reflected this. Most soldiers were really poor, but their armor was very complex and colorful. Alright, well, I guess in the center here, you can see an outfit of a standard Roman soldier. Each soldier wore a tunic called a cingulum. It's a special military type of tunic underneath his armor. And then above this, you can see there each soldier wore a red battle cloak, although they might call it purple back then. His headgear is called a cassis. It was made of iron, and it was often made out of a bunch of different parts. There was the regular part, there were usually cheek plates, and there was often a part to protect the back of the neck. The soldier's armor was also made of iron, and it was known as a lorica. The kind shown here is called lorica segmentata, segmented lorica, and allowed him to be protected while also being able to move. In colder weather, some soldiers would wear scarves. I was trying to make a joke about TJ in this, but I couldn't do it. Caligae, sandals, from which a certain crazy emperor got his nickname, were leather shoes with little metal knobs on the bottom, as shown on the left. These pieces of metal served two purposes. They preserved the bottom of the shoe, and they were also useful for harming fallen enemies, one of many different weapons that a soldier possessed. The primary weapon of the soldier was called the gladius, and it was a sword about 20 inches long. Each legionary also carried a dagger with him for in the case of a last resort kind of battle, and it was about 10 inches long. And each soldier also carried a spear called a pilum, made of wood with an iron tip. In the picture there, though, it's like made of, I don't know what it's made of there, but it's not iron. The Roman shield was called a scutum, and it was made of wood. It was rectangular, but it was curved there, and the purpose of that was, as you can see there, to focus projectiles away from the soldier. The Roman soldier had a lot to carry, and a lot of it was made of wood and iron, like his weapons and his armor. I can't give you an exact estimate, but it's a lot more than your backpacks. And right here you can see two soldiers carrying all their stuff. But not all of that stuff is weapons and stuff. Each soldier also carried a kind of survival pack that held an extra pack of clothes, along with a lot of stuff for cooking food. You see some pots and pans there. He also had a water canteen, and an axe, and some other stuff. And each soldier usually also carried a few sticks or planks, so that in the field the soldiers could build a palisade for defense. And they could also pitch tents with the sticks.